Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing the AEW Unrivaled Collection Action Pack from Jazzwares. I feel like I don't say from Jazzwares enough in my videos. Gotta give the manufacturer credit, but it's pretty straightforward. There's a bunch of accessories in here, no background for me to rant on about. So with that being said, let's get into this. And there are two pieces of tape on the side here, so we're going to slip those open, and we should be able to just kind of slide this thing right out. All right, let's see. Beautiful. See you later, as the old guy always says. We have this still in the packaging, and then we have a bunch of barbed wire here. A lot of barbed wire. Wow, a bunch of that. Let me take a look at this, actually. Maybe I can save you guys some time. I think what I'm going to do is just take one of these out, and that way I can just show it off once, and you guys don't have to sit through me going through all of these bags and all that. So I'm going to rip this out really fast, and we'll throw that off to the side. All right, this is the main portion, though. So something really cool with this accessory pack is it gives you this kind of like barbed wire, like stand trampoline thing. And I was watching a bunch of reviews, and for the most part, you're kind of supposed to have it down like that. I'll move this to the side so you have some space. You're supposed to have it down like that, and then this barbed wire, which I can show off now, all of these are the same, the ones that I just showed off. You can move it around and stretch it out or crunch it up, and you can kind of put it through here. So if you wanted to have a figure, like let's say this thing is covered in barbed wire, you have a figure, slam another guy down like that if you are one to play with your figures. But something that I was thinking about is putting it vertically like this, and then maybe using some of these accessories and using it as like a weapon wall or something like that. Maybe you could have like a battle royale going on, something like that. But let me see actually how that works. So what we're going to do is I'm going to test that theory out first, and then we'll kind of check out some of these other weapons. So I will say there's no exact mount for them, but I'm sure you can kind of slip it in the back there, or maybe you could use the chains to kind of hold them up, something like that. But imagine like you have that there, and then you've got a figure kind of right here, like I got Kaz here with his arms in a weird position, kind of choosing what weapon he would want. Just another kind of I guess, Kyle Peterson uses this term a lot, but choose your own adventure, I guess you could say. And that's, of course, a Kyle Peterson patented catchphrase. I don't know, I'm rambling on. But let's do this now. So we have Kaz here. He's kind of assuming the position of holding some items. And we'll start with the barbed wire baseball bat. I do have this one. It came with the Jon Moxley and Darby Allin 2-pack, but it's still pretty cool to have another baseball bat. I actually might take off the barbed wire and give it to Chris Jericho. He usually comes out with a black baseball bat, and I do not have one for him. The other thing that we do have here is going to be a barbed wire wrapped broom. And I think this, actually Kenny Omega used this in his blood and guts match, or exploding barbed wire death match against Jon Moxley. I think that one of them used this broom. That's a little homage to that. We don't really see it too much nowadays, but there you go. And they hold pretty well. I will say there's a better grip on the baseball bat than there is with the broom, but if you were to use two hands on the broom, it'd be pretty stable. You can kind of see here, I can move it pretty easily. It's not really stuck there in his hands. And we'll take these out, and the last two things I can show off here is going to be the chair, and this, of course, collapsible. You should be able to wrap a hand around both pegs of the chair like that. I hope you guys understand what I mean by saying this. There's 1, 2. So you can hold it like that, and you can put it in the other hand here, if I can get it there, and then there you go. You can kind of set it up for action, and he's kind of going to hit somebody, and of course you can move around the arms to have it, farther out or farther in, or maybe he's hitting himself in the head. I don't know. But the last thing I can talk about here, and I guess I'll get my Scorpio Sky out since Kaz is a little barbed wired up. The last thing we do have here is going to be this chain, this kind of gold chain, and it is molded right there at the middle, so you can't really move this loop, but you can move these side pieces. And what I've learned so far is that this piece is meant to be for, I guess I'll kind of just pose it up for you guys, because I don't really know how you would describe it. I guess just choking some guy out with a chain. That's really the purpose of this. But very crudely, we'll have Kaz do it to Scorpio Sky, even though they are tag team partners. All right, it was in his hands. You guys get the picture, though. Kaz is supposed to be holding that, and you can kind of wrap it around his face, wrap it around his throat, kind of something like that. I have no idea. I'll mostly just be using these for like figure photography and stuff like that. I won't exactly be, playing with these. That was something for yesteryear. But I do want to say this is an awesome accessory pack to have. Some really great items with this. And I love things like this because they add depth to your play sets, or maybe your setup or something like that. It's just a big thing to kind of take up space, and you can do a lot with it. It fits in with the figures. It's absolutely great. So we have that kind of like barbed wire I don't even know what you want to call it, just like a fence, I guess you could say, and you can wrap stuff through there. We have a bunch of extra barbed wire, as you can see. We have a barbed wire wrapped broom, a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat, and a barbed wire wrapped chair. So we are all barbed wired out. Oh, my bad. The last thing is we do have that chain there we can use for wrapping or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that is going to be the AEW Unrivaled Action Pack. I believe that's what it's called. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Once again, I hopefully am going to release my video talking about the Amazon deals, but this pack was only 13 bucks on Amazon. That's why I'm showing it off today, is because it was so cheap, got a great deal on it, and I would totally suggest going and picking it up if you are in the market for action figure accessories. That's all I have in this video, guys. I really do appreciate you watching. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.